It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo.
Hello there. You are welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Political tonight, the 26th of October 2020. So thank you for joining me from wherever you are joining from. This is Maiyegun Live. So you can do me a favor as usual, as you are joining, after you subscribe. You can copy the link. Just click on the share button. You will see the link in the video. Yeah, copy that and share that with your friends on all platforms that you are very much active on: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, on and on. So before we get started, so the news out there now is that they are doing everything to expose the the scandal surrounding the Lekki toll gate massacre. That was on the 20th of October 2020, when some soldiers, on whose order we are yet to find out, they mobilized in their trucks, armed, and moved from their barracks, the Bonny Camp in Victoria Island, which is reported to be just about 7 to 10 minutes drive from the Lekki toll gate where the peaceful protesters were. So we have seen videos, we have seen pictures, we have seen satellite images that proved that indeed the Nigerian soldiers, the Nigerian army and their soldiers did carry out the killings at Lekki toll gate. And they did take their body, the body of their victims, they took their bodies away. And that was what makes the whole thing more scandalous, because they are trying to bury evidence, but something happened yesterday. And that was when the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, led the Southwest governors to the scene of the crime. But, normally, what should have been done was to cordon off the entire area where the whole, killings took place. So there shouldn't be anyone there in or out of that place until forensic evidence are gathered, including the guns fired, which are out there. The shells are out there anyway, if they want to know. So 2 days ago, Lagos State government sent LOMA, which are the agency of, the agents of LOMA, to go down there and clean up the entire place. So they swept away all the evidences. But something happened. A day after that, the governor led the Southwest governors to the scene of the crime again. So while they were inspecting, after the cleaning, not after the killing. So when they got there, the events and the whole thing that followed were really not of anything interesting until investigator Fashola showed up, and he performed a magic that really caught the attention of many Nigerians all over the world. And I'm going to share that moment with you. Also, as they try to blackmail the peaceful protesters in Nigeria, the NSAS protesters, which they unleashed terror on just a few days ago as well, that has boomeranged. They have also went on to kill innocent people who were not even part of that protest in the first place. And that has led to a general revolution now. People are revolting against their government all over Nigeria, not just one place anymore. People are discovering that their governments have been so heartless to them, to the point that even when they were dying, starving, the governors were locking food away. And when the whole thing escalated now, the whole thing has escalated. There is no state, no single state where people are now not hunting for their food or any palliative that was meant for them, but politicians put them away. Governors put them away. So the Nigerian Governors Forum came out today to say the reason why initially they said the food, they were attacking warehouses that are not government warehouses, and those are criminal, until they found out that the food that the people were taking away were actually COVID-19 food, not for sale. So the governors took a new turn. They said, well, what we did was to put the food away in order to wait for the second wave of coronavirus. That is their defense now. But it is too late. People are no longer policemen, civil defense, soldiers. They are also joining in the in the hunt and sharing of their palliative. And people have said, listen, we should not call them looters. We should not call them hoodlums. We should never tag them any of those names, because, but it is easier to say they are angry citizens who are no longer going to listen to the lies they are told, or they are constantly told by their political leaders. Do you get that now? So people agree that we shouldn't call them looters. We shouldn't call them hoodlums. We shouldn't call them criminals. We should call them the angry youth. But we must also be very clear, because we have seen in this process as well, where angry youth, angry and hungry youth, angry and hungry citizens of Nigeria from the southern part of Nigeria to the northern part, to the western part, to the eastern part, and to almost every part of the country right now. Everyone has realized that their state government is hiding something. Borno, they came out. Bauchi, they came out to open the storage for their own people when they realized that the people wanted to invade some warehouses, some storages are longer, government properties. Their government opened up their storage and said, well, we have no food here. We have shared the whole thing. But many states who hold theirs, they are battling with controlling the people. Imagine someone getting killed, getting shot and killed in Enugu because he's carrying a packet of Indomie, food that they kept away from them. But we also have criminals too. If you are hungry and they keep your food somewhere and you go there to break the door and you get your food, we can justify that as long as you don't injure anybody, you don't attack yourselves. And yes, it's done. We've seen that. But we have also seen those who removed roofing sheets, who removed electronics, who removed other properties from different places. Those ones are not angry citizens. So those ones are criminals. So we must never mix them together. When you go to people's businesses, when you go to the spa, when you go to KFC, or when you go to the Mr. Biggs, or you go to the mall, or you go to ShopRite, and you loot their property, you cannot call yourself an angry citizen anymore. You cannot say because you are angry and hungry, because your government took away the food, and you decided to take the livelihood of others. That is no longer protest. That is no longer hunger anymore. That is wickedness. And you cannot justify that by any means, okay? So we have those, and we will highlight that too, okay? So a lot that I'm going to share with you. I've got so many, from Ogun State to Abia, to Calabar, to Kaduna, to Adamawa, Yobe, to Abuja, everywhere. People are searching for their food and they are finding them. Also, in the past 48 hours, we have seen the targeted attack on the indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB members in Rivers State, and it is worthy of mention. But before I come to that, there was this directive from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I believe, where he asked all the Biafrans to begin to clean their streets. He condemned the looting. He condemned people breaking into banks. He condemned those who are breaking into people's shops and businesses. And he ordered that the genuine Biafrans, the IPOB members who are not criminals, should mobilize themselves across Biafra land and begin the process of cleaning the land. So I managed to capture one or two scenes where that was happening, but I realized that it actually happened all over the eastern part of Nigeria, today. That is to tell you that as much as against all provocation, against all attacks, and then profiling from the government of Nigeria, from the government and the people of Nigeria, they are still very much peaceful, unprovoked. They won't fight if you don't provoke them. And when they were cleaning the street today, there's a report that one of those who volunteered to clean the streets today was shot and killed. Unprovoked attack. He was shot and killed, and that led to setting on fire a police station. Today, I'll share that with you if time permits us, okay? But Wike, governor of Rivers State, has decided to blame all the protests in Rivers State on the IPOB members. And as I'm speaking to you right now, they are being killed, attacked, hunted down by the state-sponsored armed men, including their SARS that you are expected to have been scrapped by now. They are hunting young men and women down in Rivers State, killing them. Those they've managed to capture and arrest, they have locked them up. make them disappear. All this are going on in Rivers State. And Wike is not giving up. Wike said he is also putting a bounty on the leader of the IPOB in Rivers State. He said he's going to put he's already put a bounty on him that wanted dead or alive for the peaceful protests in Rivers State. It's not going after, it's not going after the roaming and rearing Fulani terrorists who are currently in Rivers State. He knows they are there. It's not going after them. But he's putting a 50 million naira on the head of a flag carrying, a flag waving, placard carrying younger leader of IPOB in Rivers State, and he's blaming them for the problem in Rivers State right now. So Nnamdi Kanu has reacted too, and he's responded. He's also said that if you see any Nigerian governors, including Wike anywhere, arrest him, especially Wike, arrest him, hold him there, you will receive 100 million naira. That is the brickbat going on right now in Rivers State. And I fear for something, right? There have been many of them in that axis that are going to follow the line of Wike. They need to blame their incompetence and their own selfishness as well on someone. And when that gets exposed, they blame it on someone and they let someone fall for it. I don't know how far it's going to go, but it's not really looking good, I have to admit. Yeah. Well, that is also that. And Gwagwalada in Abuja today. But before we go into details, there's something I want to share with you. Okay, this is from a pastor in Ghana, a Ghanaian pastor. This is where I'm going to start. Then after that, we're going to go and see Inspector Fashola, the new Niger homes. Oh yeah, so I'm going to take you through that. But watch this first before we get to that.
Tell you the worst in African continent is West Africa. But Ghana is trying gradually. That is why every Ghanaian must hold on to the peace that God has given you in this nation. Nigeria is a worst nation. I am saying it because I know what I'm saying. When you appoint a leader that is dull, everybody in that nation will look as if they are dull. But Nigerians are brilliant people. In all the university in America, Nigeria, they are top-notch. But their leader, they are dull. No brain of businesses. No brain of future. No brain of infrastructure. No brain of raising people. But they have only brain to steal money. And that's why you see Nigerians everywhere and nobody wants to see green passport again. I pray one day that the whole nation will say they don't want Nigeria again. You know why? That prayer God will answer it so that Nigerians will go back home. Necessity is the mother of invention. So that they will think.
So that they will think. And leaders and clowns like these will not continue to parade themselves as your leaders. So let's go back to Lagos, where the Southwest governors visited the crime scene, where Nigerians were shot and killed, and their bodies taken away by the soldiers, ordered by God knows who now. So the the greatest question, the biggest question right now is, who ordered those soldiers? We have videos. We even have videos where they are taking the bodies of the people they killed. If time permits me tonight, I may share that with you. And if not tonight, I will revisit the whole video again, okay, and share them with you. Let's go back to Lagos and watch these clowns before we go to Inspector, Detective, Fashola, FBI, Fashola. Watch this.
Anybody in Lagos.
That is one part. Here is another one. Those are the buildings bonds, right? But let's go to Lekki toll gate. Hey. That was this crime scene where people were shot and killed less than a week ago. Yeah? In a normal world, for the next 14 days to 21 days, that area, that environment will not be accessible to anybody. There will be road diversion. For months, even months, the fact that people were killed, in months, they will shut the whole place down. They will collect every evidence. Those are the evidences that when you open a panel or a presidential inquiry or judicial inquiry on what happened in Lekki, what did they do that night? What happened? Those are the evidences that you will present. But look at all of them. Before that time, they have used bleach. They have used all the chemicals to wash the whole place down, took everything away. But before I show you Detective Fashola's investigation, I want to share something with you. And this seems to be the capture of what happened. It's just a few seconds, clip to show you when their guns, when their bullets were flying about, as they are shooting people on the ground, they are not sparing anybody who might be looking through the window. This is the rear view of Lekki toll gate, the attack. What? So you can see the bullet holes, like the ones they use at the war front. That's the kind of that's the kind of weapon you will find in the possession of soldiers who are fighting war. Because anywhere it goes in like deeper, beyond anything. If it hits you, you know if you survive. Do you get that now? That was what Lekki toll gate looked like. But this is investigator Fashola, who was looking around. He was looking around, trying to investigate. This is what happened here. This is maybe this or that. Baba was looking around. You see? FBI agent Fashola. Okay, fine. Maybe you don't know. He found something that will be very, very useful. In the investigation of what happened inside Lekki. Lekki toll gate. That night on the night of 20th of October 2020. Okay, this is what Baba found, and he's going to work. Though it's a dummy camera that has its cover on. Right? I don't know, but Baba found something. Watch this.
He has found evidence that will be useful in investigating the Lekki shooting. Afterwards, they head back to Marina, appealing for peace and assuring the public of bringing the perpetrators to book.
That's it. He found something that would be useful in the investigation of Lekki shooting. See how they fool millions of people. Unknowingly, they know the character. You see, he left the crowd. He was doing his investigation. What happened here? You know, from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, we must try to find out. After they have cleaned the whole place, so they forgot to take the camera that is covered. That was that, right? Fashola, and this didn't go down well with many people. So they were like, Baba, wait till you they find. After una shoot and kill people, you turn around and came around to do your photo op, taking pictures and pretending to be looking for something. Then boom, yeah, there was a camera. The CCTV that Sanwo-Olu said he has. You know, he said there's a CCTV footage of that night. The governor said that too. It's on camera. We have it on record. So that one is what we expect them to have released by now. You know what I mean? So that at least by now, they would have said, oh, someone gave that order to go and shoot people there. Who gave that order? Who was that person that ordered? Mind you, Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu, they know about the shooting at Lekki toll gate. But they didn't expect the soldiers that they would shoot and kill people that night. They did it, coordinated it, and they took their body away. They took their body away before this Tolo showed up. Then found a camera. Got up that country, right? But however, we've got few places to stop by today. And the reason is because I want to give you an idea how this whole chaos started. I've shown you many proofs in my previous episodes. If you go on now to check some of my other videos before now, you will see there where I have proved how the government in Nigeria sponsored thugs, how they mobilized them, and how they paid them, and where and when all those happened. So I shared them. If you check out those videos, you'll be able to catch up on them, okay? But here is another one to serve as a reminder. Today, looters, arsonists are everywhere, looting, robbing people, attacking people, even killing people. In Abuja, in other parts of the country, even in Lagos. As the police, the rogue police are doing theirs, some other sponsored thugs that they brought to Abuja, they brought them to Abuja. They took them to so many sacred places that you, ordinary Nigerian, they call you. You cannot pass those areas without passing through security checks. Imagine now taking people to CBN zone or 5-arm zone, where the president's house is not far, where the National Assembly is not far, and some thugs are roaming about the streets, no soldiers, where the headquarters of Nigerian army, where they have the national headquarters of their wherever there in Abuja, and you saw thugs roaming about, burning buildings. This was how it all started, and I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to take you further to let us see the angry Nigerians who have turned to detectives, and suddenly they are discovering food everywhere. So the food, some people came out too, Baba. Some people came out, they said, even though they told them that it's fertilizer food, or is the food is a forget it, I don't eat it. Even if it's expired, the food is forget it. Some of them don't they make semo, they make fufu, they make eba, they cook rice. You know what I mean? You know, Nigeria don't ban importation of rice, Abi. So some of the imported and seized rice that they now turn to palliative, and some of the rice they will finally manage to bring over for palliative, donated. Now those rice, so people say they don't eat them, they never die. Even those who took food from Ekiti storage, they said they have had the food. Well, I advise, read the label. If they tell you, if you read down there and it is expired, don't eat expired food. Or now your food. So we'll check on them today. Olatunji, Babatunde, they said the camera will help them to investigate what happened at Lekki that day. You know, camera we cover different. Camera will be dummy camera. But it is a media stunt. They know what they are doing. So how can you find anything again that happened in Lekki, Lekki toll gate, when the Loma just cleaned the whole place a day before? What are you going to find? Nothing. And this also, Adamu, your own message or your own comment is that I should continue to support Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu is going to bring war. Or when Nnamdi Kanu bring war to you, how long do you think that line will sell? Let's ask ourselves, because you are not alone, Adamu. That's why I'm not going to. There's no point in getting angry. Getting angry with you. It's no point. You're asking a question from the point of ignorance, and all you need is just an education, because you're not alone. Nnamdi Kanu will bring war. Nnamdi Kanu will bring war. For 5 years, I am yet to hear that IPOB members, they kidnap and beheaded anybody. I am yet to hear that IPOB Biafrans, they invaded any village and kidnap and rape and rape women and destroy properties. For 5 years, the Nnamdi Kanu have been like, it's going to bring war, it's going to bring war. I am yet to see that IPOB Biafrans are on the highway, okay, and forming their own vigilante, robbing people. I have not seen them do that. But they didn't tell you that Fulani terrorists will bring war. They didn't tell you that the bandits will be a war. They didn't tell you that Boko Haram will split and become ISWAP. They didn't tell you that. But today, those that they didn't tell you will come, that some of us told you will come, that even Nnamdi Kanu told you will come, they have come. IPOB are yet to bring the war. But today, you have more people living in IDP camp in the northern part of Nigeria. We have many, many people who are no longer going to their own villages, or going to their farms in the eastern part of Nigeria. We have so many people who are now afraid to go to their farms in Yoruba land right now. But they are not being sent away from their farms by IPOB. They are not being sent away by, they are not being kidnapped by IPOB members. So if you are telling me that supporting Nnamdi Kanu will bring war, what has supporting Buhari brought you? It brought you Fulani herdsmen that you never had before now. It brought you the bandits that are currently ravaging almost every of your states in the northern part of Nigeria today. It didn't tell you it was going to bring that, but Nnamdi Kanu told you. More of your people, more of northerners, middle belters are living in IDP camps now than the numbers of those who are living in IDP camp in 2015. Facts don't lie. Do you get that now? Facts don't lie. Okay? You can continue to tell us, or people like you can continue to repeat that statement that Nnamdi Kanu will bring war. It will bring war. Biafran will bring war. Biafran will do this. But for 5 years, 5 solid years, they are yet to kill one person and say, we kill this person because Nigeria refused to give us Biafra. One person. But in that same Nigeria, for 5 years, you have lost over 20,000 Nigerians. To who? To Fulani terrorists. To who? To Boko Haram terrorists. To who? To the ISWAPs, and so many of them. Those ones are already bringing war. Soldiers are being killed, kidnapped, and beheaded by them. So, Adamu, who should I fear more? I should fear Nnamdi Kanu, or I should fear the government of Nigeria that decided to compensate terrorists, rehabilitate them, give them money, while their victims are living and languishing at different IDP camps, abandoned. Adamu, I'm trying to present to you facts now, if you are still watching me, okay? If you are still there, facts don't lie, okay? Facts don't lie. Who should I fear more? Nnamdi Kanu or Nigerian government? Come on, come on. I don't know how long you're going to push that, but we are not going to get angry with you guys. That is why I said education, education, enlightenment, awareness. Keep saying it. Keep telling them. It's like a Yoruba man telling me that I should be afraid of Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu hates Yoruba. Whether Nnamdi Kanu likes Yoruba, whether he hates Yoruba, of what value, of what change would that make than the people who have the power, who are your governors, your senators, your reps, your lawmakers, your commissioners, your contractors, your lobbyists, those who tell you, the religious leaders in Yoruba land, who are making decisions, who are collecting taxes, who are doing all of that on your behalf, but they have rendered us poorer, and God help us. I should despise Nnamdi Kanu and love Bola Tinubu and love Dapo Abiodun and love who? Kayode Fayemi and love who? Fayose and who? Gbenga Daniel. Who else? Because they are those who love Yoruba so much that Yoruba is now the Dubai of Africa. Come on, guys. Come on. Those are emotional blackmail that don't really work. And you should educate your minds. When they play their games, when they try to manipulate you, they can only do it. See, let me tell you something. Nobody can control your life except you let them. Do you know that? Do you? That nobody can actually control your life except you let them. There are those who have submitted through blackmail, through emotion, through things that are indeed injurious and detrimental to them, their existence and their progress in life. But because they have to follow the crowd, they have been emotionally blackmailed to accept things that gives authority over their lives to someone else. Come on, guys. Think free and think smart. When they act, they are doing what they know how to do best. When they dribble you, when they steal from you, when they manipulate you, even when they kill you and deny, they are doing their best. They are only able to get away with them because some of you have already been emotionally blackmailed into accepting them for who they are and what they do, which are in most cases injurious to you as a person. Nobody can control your life without your own consent. Take that from me. Nobody. Because everything is right there in the open. It is what you make of it that matters. Yeah, it is what you make of it. You can see blue and they can tell you it's green. And you can agree with them that maybe it's green, that you are not seeing well. It is what you make of it. But do not make things up just to satisfy that gullibility. There is nothing wrong in being ignorant of something. Okay? Nobody knows it all. Ask. That you should, they say, don't hate what you don't know. Just ask. It works well. Do it. There's nothing wrong in saying I don't know. When they say this Biafra, this and that, I don't understand this Biafra. Say it. Do not believe in other things that people are making up because they have submitted the total control of their lives to the whims and caprices of some people that you don't know. Whether Nnamdi Kanu like Yoruba, whether he doesn't like Yoruba, it is all semantics. Okay? Whatever he likes, whatever he doesn't like, doesn't change the destiny of Yoruba. Only Yorubas will change the destiny of Yoruba. It's as simple as that. Same way, only Biafrans will fight and change the destiny of a Biafra. That they don't have Biafra today, it's not because a Fulani man doesn't want to give them. No, it's not because an Hausa man doesn't want to give them. It is because there are those who are benefiting from Nigeria Project Nigeria in the Biafra land, and they will do everything to kill the spirit of an average Biafran to demand for his own country. It is what is going on everywhere. But if you fall into the category of those who got blackmailed into taking them, and you continue to change that, that is your headache. your government is a criminal government, and we have proof. Okay, government that sponsors criminals, government that sponsors terrorists, and they want to manipulate that and change the story. They can only do that to the people who refused to take the truth and decide to feed fat on lies, because they needed something to tell them that it's not true. Even if you show it to them, they see that it's true, but they want something to tell them that it's not true. And that is why they call that alternative truth. But come on, alternative truth with what is so obvious. Let me take you to Abuja quickly before we continue. These are the thugs sponsored by the government of Nigeria inside Abuja, and they were at the most secure part of Abuja, and they were burning houses. Watch this and the languages.
Duk ɗan iska suna church, sun shiga church. Ne baba ne wannan. Ne baba ne ku ba wannan kai ku ba su ku je mu jira Allah. Ku ba musu. Aba musu?
So that was Abuja, right? Where they had their security, their military, not far from that place. That was about 4 days ago in Abuja. Okay. Now let me take you through some other scenarios where people started taking back their own what do you call their palliatives that the governors locked away. So from Benin to Kogi to Lokoja, to Abeokuta, to Ijebu-Ode, to Shagamu, to Kaduna, on and on and on and on like that. I want to share those moments with you before we continue again. Watch this from Benin.
We're right here at Eribo Estate on Testami Road. It's a local government area of Edo State. This is a private residence, and we've been told that there are equally warehouses of individuals. Behind me are some persons from the streets who have invaded the estate, cutting away items that are stored in the warehouse, believing that they belong to the state government, or equally saying that they are COVID-19 relief materials. Some youths at the warehouses at Eribo Estate in Benin City, as both the old and young people, looted goods belonging to private individuals. A warehouse owner who watched helplessly while the youths looted his items, which include cartons of drinks, beverages, baby diapers, soap, amongst others, wailed uncontrollably. Some of the estate.
That was Benin. They thought they heard that there's some pack store. I mean, pack of baby diapers, food and drinks and all of that, and they invaded the place. They saw the man, owner of the place, they didn't pity him. Those ones are vandals, and I hope they get arrested. Let's go to Kaduna. These ones too, they are vandals, because I don't understand, right? They didn't go for food. See what the Kaduna, some of the Kaduna boys were taken away.
Palliative. People they pack food. See this guy. See this guy.
Here, Yola, Adamawa State. Government should come and do something. This is a government property, as you can see. They can take tractor, they can take whatever they want to take. Now more than 100 tractors they took.
They took tractors. Those are not, you can't classify those ones as hungry or angry citizens. Those are thieves. But let me show you another part of Adamawa where the people are indeed rushing their own palliative. Yes, that's not all. Here is another one.
This is another palliative store in Gwagwalada Area Council that has been broken into just this morning. This early Monday, the 26th of October. Yes, this is another palliative store, Gwagwalada Area Council. As you can see, this is another palliative store that has just been broken into by the youth in Gwagwalada Area Council. This morning, the 26th of October, this is another palliative store. This is another palliative store. Wicked government. This is another palliative store. Gwagwalada Area Council. This is another palliative store that has just been broken into here in Gwagwalada Area Council. Early this morning, the 26th of October.
There are more. Let me take you back to Gwagwalada, where you will see the picture of the people breaking into the place proper.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, 26th of October 2020, and I'm recording live. I'm coming to you live from Gwagwalada. This is what is happening here. I am recording live. Can you see what's going on here? A woman is down now, like she's dead. She's dead. A woman is dead now. This is Gwagwalada, Abuja, Nigeria, FCT. Can you see this? I left my work to see this. This is palliative warehouse. I don't know what they call this, but it is happening live and direct from Gwagwalada, Abuja. Can you see what's going on? Can you see? They are supposed to share. Can you see? Can you see live and direct? Live and direct. Can you see? Live from Gwagwalada. You can share the video. You can share the video. You can share the video. It's going live now. People are still coming more. People are still coming more. People are trooping in more. And some have left this place this morning. People are still coming more. You can see the crowd. I've never seen this crowd in my life. No. This is happening live. This happened.
Now hunger will make people, because of a cup of rice, Baba, they will go anywhere. Some of you may be like, why is, the government is a lawless criminal government, and that's how they treat their people, sadly. Olatunji Babatunde, thank you so much for your super sticker there, and your super chat as well, and I'm going to read your comment too. Adamu, can you tell us what you are benefiting from this terrorized government? Even if Boko Haram is your father, I implore you to advise him about his bad governance. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Let's keep reminding them, keep educating them. They are the victims, and if they are not the victims but beneficiaries, they should not be too comfortable with waiting they go on now. See, they said hungry man, now angry man. Oh, do you get that now? We don't support the looters. We don't support the arsonists who are burning down properties. But listen, an hungry man is an angry man, they say. Let me show you this. I think is what I want. That is a private area. Let's continue with the palliative first. Watch.
This is.
You see what the first one drop palliative.
This one can't even lie. No, you have to
No, the video, no worry. I the video, don't worry.
That's when to know that the poverty, no class. It's a shame that the young people were protesting against the police brutality. They were also protesting for a good welfare package for all the security officers in Nigeria. But the officers prefer to collect bribe and live that life of, you see, officers self, they're supposed to be there and stop people from looting or taking anything from the storage, but it's food. He himself joined. He had to join because he has family at home too. He never seen anything wrong in that because he cannot come and kill himself, Abi. Maybe that one na civil defense, say proper police officer, where they drag him home, na them palliative. Oh.
Oh my God, policeman. Policeman too. Topa, wato wannan al'amari dai ta kai ake. Allah ya kyauta.
He no go come and kill himself. Even though they sent him there to go and stop people from taking food. Baba quickly grab his hold. Because if your wife see him on camera beating people that are grabbing food and they don't have food to eat, his wife go tear for him when he get home. Abi, is that not what will happen? That is just to show you the country that you have. Guys, it is sad. It is. Here is one else I want to also share with you. But before that, let's quickly stop by in Kogi. We get some from Kogi too.
Kogi Palliative been broken this afternoon. And two guys are busy packing rice, indomie, and all other food items that were sent down to the state for guys during the COVID-19. You can imagine the useless and stupid government of this nation. You can imagine government of Nigeria, Kogi State, palliative warehouse being broken this afternoon.
Watch this.
Wọ́n ṣeré ṣàgá, wọ́n ṣeré rárá. Wọ́n ṣeré rárá. Ó ti yé náà. Ó yá náà. Kò ṣeré. Ṣàgá báyìí ló ń gbé bí. Ó bá ti rí. Ó àwọn ọmọdé ń gbọ́ oúnjẹ. Lẹ́ni ọjọ́ ajé. Ó pọ̀ sẹ́. Ṣàgá ń bínú tán. Wọ́n bínú tán. Àwọn ọmọ bínú tán. Wọ́n bínú tán lẹ́ni Monday. Ajé. Wọ́n bínú tán. Ó sá ti yẹ. Ó yá àgọ́wọ́ àbí. Ọgbọ́dà ìsí ẹ̀. Àwọn àbí. Ẹ̀nà àwọn wa ló jẹ́ wa ní wọ́n wá ní. Ajé. Ó pọ̀ yẹn.
Ó pọ̀ yẹn. That's Shagamu. Okay, the youth of Shagamu also took to the streets. We are going to stop by in Ijebu too. But watch this.
Oh my God. 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 Don't say.
Ijebu, that is not even far from my own village. We don't have any storage in Udogbolu, so we're likely not going to see any palliative stored anywhere. If I wish I can send one to them and tell them there is one somewhere. But watch this too. Those ones are vandals, and from the report I've been given, many of them have been arrested. Okay, but let's watch this too.
Only. Now we are here live. We are still live.
La ilaha Musa. La ilaha illallah. Musa, kage ma inji.
Operatives and soldiers.
They are supposed to share.
One music.
Yes.
That's a local government in Ogun State, being emptied, where the government is storing the palliative for the coronavirus, something that they should have shared 5 months ago. So they said they were keeping them for the second wave of coronavirus, where their people were starving, okay? Well, let's leave it at that. I'm going to take you a little bit abroad, okay, where Nigerians have been they have been reacting, sending messages to Nigeria. But this time around, their message, or let me say their messages seems to be one. And I will take you to London first, where this happened. Listen.
End police brutality. End Nigeria now. Buhari is dead. End Nigeria now. Buhari is dead. End Nigeria now. Buhari is dead. Buhari is dead. Buhari is dead. Black unity. Black power.
It was carnival-like, and it's the same thing as well in Italy. It's the same in Houston, Texas. I'm going to share this with you. Watch.
End bad government. End bad government. End harassment. End harassment. End harassment. End harassment. End what? End SARS. End what? End SARS. End what? End SARS. End what? Buhari must go. Buhari must go. Buhari must go. Buhari must go. End SARS. End SARS. End SARS. End SARS. End SARS. End SARS. End SARS.
It's the same message. Here is another one.
Buhari must go. 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 Are you standing? Excuse me, sir. Please let me speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to beg you. Nobody comes. If you are here for this protest, nobody. You need to keep quiet.
Just like it's been said, we are here for peace and to protect our rights. And also, as a nation that will believe in the Almighty God, we also ask for His guidance, His wisdom, His ability, so we can do what is right in this atmosphere. God bless Nigeria.
Greatest Nigerian people. Great. Greatest Nigerian people. Great. It is time to raise your voice. It is time for your voices to be heard. Yes. It is time for the world to know that Nigerians will not accept the killing of our brothers in Nigeria. Yes. So what do we want? Freedom. What do we want? Justice. 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 We want justice for our country. What it is that the Nigerian government, they have misbehaved. This clueless and cold-blooded government, they have misbehaved. Yes. I mean, the youth, we are only asking for certain things to be done.
A better Nigeria.
The only thing they have to do is to listen and do most of it. If they won't do all of it, they will do most of it. And I don't see anything wrong with it. And then they went to this toll gate and removed the electricity. They did what they did, and then they were shooting and all that. It's horrible. Yes.
Killing our brothers.
Yes. It's horrible. We condemn this shooting and killing. Yes. We condemn this government, this clueless government. Yes. Yes. This barbaric government. Yes. Yes. This where cows and cattle are more important than human beings. Yeah.
Also from our brothers across the seas, where we seem to care more about human lives than the people who are actually saddled with the responsibility of protecting the human lives and properties in Nigeria. We tend to be more concerned and most of the time heartbroken too. Even Pope remembers Nigeria too. Watch.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, seguo con particolare preoccupazione le notizie che giungono dalla Nigeria circa gli scontri violenti avvenuti di recente tra le forze dell'ordine e alcuni giovani manifestanti. Preghiamo il Signore affinché si eviti sempre ogni forma di violenza, nella costante ricerca dell'armonia sociale attraverso la promozione della giustizia e del bene comune.
Buhari won't do that. He denied the, what do you call it? He denied the attack on the people and he threatened them. That's what Buhari did. But before I continue towards the end of this presentation this evening, I'm going to take you quickly to the to Biafra land, where we managed to capture at least 2 locations where the Biafrans were out cleaning their own environment today. Environment where businesses were disrupted by thugs and criminals. IPOB members were out to clean the streets. The streets they didn't burn. The shops they didn't burn. The environment they didn't destroy. They were out to make it better in their own way. Today, even though they still got shot, one of them got shot and killed in the process. How else can we present this? But watch.
Good morning, everyone. You can see today being the 26th of October 2020, as ordered by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that everybody will come out today to do cleanup, to clean every environment before protesting. You can see the people now obey the order to come out to protest, to clean everywhere, to make it be clean. You can see it. Our people is working. They obeyed everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said today being the 26th October 2020. This is Mazi Nnamdi reporting live from Aba, Abia State. Remain to more updates is coming. You can see it.
That is what is going on. Reporting live from Abia Media, the clean-up exercise going on within Iberi. This is it. It's happening live at Iberi Road. Yes.
So that's the few ones I managed to pick before the broadcast time. So when I pick more again, I will share with you. It's just the symbolic, command structure that they have in IPOB. It's so symbolic that those who condemn them are actually jealous of them. Do you get that now? They think IPOB members see Nnamdi Kanu as God. Oh, they obey everything it tells them. You didn't know. What many of you don't know is that he earned it. That's the problem. Many of your leaders, they stole leadership from you. Some of them, they forced you to obey them. They force you to respect them. Or they buy you to respect them. But he earned it. So if he tells them, we need to do this and they agree with him, you shouldn't do that and they agree with him. Do you think that came from the position of privilege? It comes from the position of respect, and he earned it. Your leaders are criminals. Those many of you will defend, including in Yoruba land, in Hausa land, even in Igbo land. Many of those you will defend and call your legendary, respectful, highly respected leader. You are saying so because the society pulls them as that. But they are a bunch of crooks, bunch of criminals that they are wherever that makes them those leaders, which they never end. You can tell the society they have created for you. It is the society you have now. Do you get that now? So he earned it. And that's something that how he uses that influence is solely and only determined and decided by the Biafrans who believe in him. So most people who condemn that are pure jealous of why can one single man is control your life. But some of you, even though you don't know Tinubu, it doesn't give a damn about you. But if they mention Tinubu anywhere, you go tear cloths, you go run mad, you will lose your home training, you lose your common sense. You don't have anything to do with Tinubu, but your madness will kick in. But when you see a Biafran that is fighting you and abusing you and fighting you because of Nnamdi Kanu, you will say he's a fool. He has no sense. Well, he has better sense than you. That is someone that he earned it. Okay? While your leaders stole theirs or bought theirs. So there are differences. So you might have been in that category. I don't care. I don't give a damn. In my own little way. I don't, because I don't have it. But you know, whether I like how they respond to him or I don't like how they respond to him, I don't have a say. I have no influence on them. So why should I now sit in position of jealousy to say they obey him too much or they don't obey him enough or they are like this to him or not? Where are your own leaders? That's the question you should be asking yourselves. Bunch of criminals who steal your money. Even those, in Igbo land, we have those Igbos that they themselves are Nigerians, who believe that they are Nigerians. Or if you look very critically at those, they are those who have invested a lot in the political existence of Nigeria, either through the person that made them who they are, okay, or they themselves through their own political connection, and those who they are feeding to. Those are the people that will tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is a fraudster, Nnamdi Kanu is this and that. But when you ask them, who among you as Nnamdi Kanu collected money from? Any of your governor that can come out at least to say, here is the receipt, I paid him. He demanded 400 million naira, we paid him this. Nnamdi Kanu is collect. You see, when you now meet those people who tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is a fraud, if you look at them very well, those they secretly admire, they are the bunch of criminals who dipped Nigeria into the rot you are in today. You know, I told you, there are those who destroy Nigeria. They don't relate with each other. They don't relate with themselves as Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. They relate with themselves as courts who are out to destroy you, destroy the country. They have done so much, especially with the psyche of the young Nigerians. Do you get that now? So when you see Igbo man saying that Nnamdi Kanu is a fraudster, ask him, how many of you among you that you know that he collected this money and for what? And you know what I mean? Ask them questions. But it is purely because he is a threat. He is a threat. IPOB here, IPOB this, IPOB that, and all of that. They are threats to the political business of the political oceans that they call political leaders, either in northern Nigeria or in southern Nigeria, because he has the ability to make people move. If you have that influence of making people move, right? At least get that influence first before you can say, if now you be Nnamdi Kanu, you go do this, you go do that. Do you get that now? Get that influence first. Build something. Let people believe you too. Start something, okay? So that if you self get that influence, you can then be like Nnamdi Kanu you want to be. Don't sit down there with your empty, non-existent, what do you call it? Brain, so to say, and tell us that you can make things up. We know that. We know how these things work, okay? So we know those of you who are like the agents and beneficiaries of the rotten Nigeria, even though you will join us to say Nigeria done bad. When we say Nigerian politicians are criminals, you will join us. You will also join us to say Nigerian politicians are criminals. But meanwhile, on a father, because we know that some of you have your own different criminals and you love your criminals differently too. Abi? Those are the type of you that will say, hey, Maiyegun, I respect you a lot. Do you think I don't read your comments? I do. Maiyegun, I respect you a lot. Don't talk about this. Maiyegun, you are very wrong on this because I'm talking about their own political criminal leaders. You love your thieves differently. If you don't love them because they are from your tribe, you will love them because they have the same religion with you. If you don't love them because they have the same religion with you, you will love them because they belong to the same social class with you. And you love them differently too. And you condemn the ones you don't love. But because we condemn everything, you decided to find a friend in us. We are not your friends. And we don't play to that gallery of blackmailers, okay? Emotional blackmailers. Maiyegun, I respect you a lot. You see, this Biafra of a thing is going to make me not like you. Allah, go to hell. Shogbo, go to hell, go to places. All right? Those who love Maiyegun, they love Maiyegun unconditionally. And that is why, if you want to say Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, please present your receipt. I love to see receipts. Do you get that now? Present your receipt. If I see your receipt, I will be one of those that will first share them. But you cannot be secretly loving your own criminals and begin to tag those who you have nothing on and call them names that you probably make up to make yourself feel better. Anyway, Wike, criminal Wike, the same criminal that has turned himself to a mini Idi Amin in Rivers State, a PDP governor, a total criminal. That's who he is. He's like the rest of them, no difference. But there are so many of you who actually love your criminals differently too. I am not in any way opposed to that. Now your choice, okay? You can love your criminals differently. You can cherry pick your own thieves. You can make up story to make your own thief look like, you know what I mean? Imported albino that is fresh from the boat. Now your own business be that. But you will not use that emotional nonsense to drag other people into it. Maiyegun, I respect you a lot. But every time you talk about this, you are just a stupid person in my own view. Because if you love Maiyegun, you will realize that this is Maiyegun. That's Maiyegun talking. Because I'll say it the way I feel. Do you get that now? And you cannot love the criminals who have made decision and destroy your country and begin to hate those. Same thing to some of you as well, who want me to also, because you want to use your emotional blackmail, drag me and make me feel so bad for being a friend of Showore. You know, it doesn't make sense. They don't. That you like something, you don't like this person, or you cherry pick and all of that, what suits you and make you feel better. You can do that. It's your right. When it comes to Maiyegun, you will always know where I belong. I belong to the side of those who are out genuinely to destroy the system that has brought this wanton destruction, poverty, corruption, and the insecurity that the whole country is battling with right now. If I see anybody who is interested in destroying that, he's my friend. So why should you, because you like me talking about the breakup of Nigeria, then I shouldn't talk about Omoyele Sowore, because to you, in your own warped mind, in your own narrow mind, yeah, we are just going to sleep and wake up and meet ourselves in Oduduwa Republic or Biafra land. Well, if that's how you dream it, fine, great. I have passed that stage of that emotional blackmail that if you, Maiyegun, I like you so much, but I don't like you when you talk about the breakup of Nigeria. You are believing too much in this. Allah, who ask you who you like? Who ask you? Who they ask you? You are old enough to determine what is right for you. Okay? But if you want me to help you with your life, give it to me, I will direct it, and you will be grateful to me, honestly speaking, because I will not let you live by making up assumptions in your warped mind where you will see facts and you will ignore facts and you will make up fiction in your head and you will begin to believe your own fiction, and in that ignorance you go out there to start making statements. So if you hand over the control of your life over to me, I'm going to do a great job. I don't care how old you are. I'm going to do a great job because I will liberate that mind and you'll begin to think like a better human being. That's what it is. You cannot save, and because you want to sound like you also have some intelligence, because you want to say, because you are exposing Nigeria. Which Nigeria am I exposing? Is there something I'm telling you that you don't know about Nigeria? Are you just pretending? You know I'm doing more than just exposing Nigeria. I'm actually trying to, to fumigate the minds that they have corrupted for so long, that you see grown-up people, matured mind, elderly people, thinking like people without brains, and you begin to wonder, where should I start from? So what is Maiyegun exposing on Maiyegun's diary that you don't know about? What is it that you don't know about? But you know that I do more than just exposing them. I am also opening your mind to see beyond the headlines and the news, and that's what we do. And when you want to do that, right, you have to do it with a better, clear-cut conscience of this is where we're going. Yes, this is where we are. How did we get here? When you identify why you are here, acknowledge it, you'll be able to treat where you are going or decide where you are going. You don't just go about like the rat race and jump about like headless chickens and make assumptions where facts are staring you on the face. I don't deal with that, and I don't deal in hate. Okay, I love to deal with facts, and I'm not saying I actually have all the facts, but you know what? The one way I get, you will try a lot to convince me that it's not right, because I will convince you a lot that, in fact, you can't dispute it. That's what we do. So Nnamdi Kanu is doing a great job. Wike, a criminal Wike, will meet his own Waterloo when the time comes. He's not going to be governor forever. Maybe he will find himself, if Nigeria as messed up, as fucked up as it is, he will make himself a senator and go and be a retired governor in Abuja, as they always do. Abi? But everything comes to one thing, okay? All they are doing comes back to one thing. They are doing everything to keep Nigeria what it is. And if I ask you, is Nigeria working for you? Your answer is what will determine where you are and where you want to be. Do you get that now? Nobody's going to force you on anything. You will force yourself to do the right thing. So I've got more videos I want to share, but it seems my time won't permit me, but I'll share a few more. I love the message of this school principal who was trying to educate the people. Tell your people there is no food in my school. Please, they shouldn't come and destroy our school and all of that. I love the message, and I decided to share it with you. Watch this.
My name is Mrs. Wike, the principal of Queen's School, Enugu. You can see my students are being traumatized because of the issue at stake. The palliative materials were indeed packed in the hall by the state government. But on August, the state government came here, right here in the school, and flagged off the distribution of this car COVID and other materials in the school. And the people are now claiming that the materials are still in the school. The materials are no more in the school. You can see everywhere. Everywhere is empty. The hall, they are claiming that the materials were packed. You can see the hall is now empty. They used it. The students are using it. You can see those lockers in the hall. They are still using the lockers. You can ask the students. My SS3 students are still here. They used it during their examination, and they are still using it during this medical examination. Therefore, calling on the security agencies in the nation to come to our rescue, because we don't want what happened at Chibok to happen with these students, please. This is the hall they are claiming that the palliative materials are still packed. You can see everywhere is empty. The materials are not here. You can look around. No materials here. They are packed out long ago from this one, and they were given to the different local government areas.
I hope they get the help they need, because Enugu is also boiling. That was where the security agents shot at people who were trying to take food. Upon all of that, these guys in the eastern part of Nigeria, they were able to remember the American election, and they are supporting Donald Trump. We caught them on the streets, and we decided to share this with you. Then before we round it up, there's one more. Watch it. It was a church. Here is another one. Even if you talk say Buhari bad, there are people that know say Buhari not too bad, and they exist. You're
watching live report from Abuja.
See horse now.
Look at them. Rented crowd from the government of Nigeria from Muhammadu Buhari's government. Look at, just look at.
People that don't even know what we are fighting for. Who do not know. I think that people that SARS is stealing.
Exactly.
People that SARS is stealing.
Exactly.
Eh?
But government has impoverished them so badly that they can, you know, do anything for 1,000 naira or 500 even. Look at young people. Look at. Al-Majiris have been, you know, released on the streets of Abuja to counter the NSAS protest. That's what you're saying.
And nobody's harassing them. Oh.
Nobody.
No police, no army is harassing them. They're even protected.
Exactly.
See the leader for front. See the leader
here. It is Nigeria for you. Eh? But this Buba Galadima says he has something to tell us about the this sudden discovery of food palliatives across the country. But before I do that, for those of you who have been told or who know about the stolen staff of office, the Opashe of Oba of Lagos, they said the one you took no be the original one. They said the original one, if anyone touched that one, that person go die. Okay, that is no be original one. So it is an update. Whoever stole that Opashe, I don't think you will need to return it anymore. You can go ahead and sell it on Gigi, okay? Because the Abore Agba of Lagos State says the Opashe you took is just a ceremonial one, okay? The Batakabi that you took, they are just ceremonial one. They are not the real one. If they have been the real one, if they had been the real one, you would probably have you would be dead by now. They said, but listen.
torí nǹkan tí à ń gbọ́ káàkiri táwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ tó dẹ̀ gbé wá síbí ni wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀pá àṣẹ o kìíní kan ọmọ wa náà di sọ́n bí kò ṣe é ṣe tó ń bá wa jẹ́ kọ́ gbọ́n pé kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe ọ̀pá àṣẹ àbí gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ ṣe.
kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe ọ̀pá àṣẹ ńlẹ̀ ni kò ṣe é gbé kódà bí wọn dídì ẹ lásán bá bí ọmọdé díẹ̀ á bá lọ ni ìyẹn ọ̀pá tó ń gbé yẹn ọ̀pá tó ń gbé káàkiri tí ẹ̀fín ṣẹ̀yẹ fún yàn ni.
So thank God that nobody died. It is just a ceremonial opashe. So help us tell those guys there is no worry, no cause for alarm. But Buba Galadima, you know Buba Galadima, Buhari's friend, has something to say here, and I want you to please take a listen. He said he has something about the palliative, and you should.
I know of a state that all the palliatives taken from federal government to that state was kept in stores, and they came to my office. In my office, they were looking for buyers of those commodities, and they said the buyer should not be from that particular state. And I know from that state they were arming thugs to be brought to Abuja.
Did you share this information with the security agencies?
Who am I? You are my security agent. Because when I speak here, they listen. They watch us now.
No, at the time you had that information.
Anything I say, I want to suggest to you, anything I say on any interview, electronic or print or whatever, it is better for the security agencies not to look at it as coming from their enemy. It should be coming from their friends. They should investigate. Patriotic citizen who has sacrificed his life, because what I am doing can cost me my life. You know that
you've been arrested severally.
I have faced a treason trial. Have you ever been arrested for coup? Have you ever been put underground 4 floors? You don't know. I will tell. The only thing I didn't receive yet is the bullet.
And hope you will receive it.
God will.
We know that. We just want to have it on record too. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time again tonight. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning. Although our time has changed in the UK. So we are now an hour behind our usual hour. So if you are currently, if the time in Nigeria is currently 9 or 7 past 9, it is just 7 past 8 here in Glasgow. So therefore, I'm going to see you again tomorrow. And let's just say subscribe. Okay, There are options on Maiyegun's Diary where you can indeed be part of this and never really go away, okay? You can subscribe. You can join to be a member, a silver member, a gold member, a prime member, a platinum member, or a diamond member. I've got some fantastic and amazing people who are signing up for that. They don't miss anything, right? But if you subscribe and you click on that notification, right, you will not miss anything. Although I know that some of you want to see me on Facebook as soon as possible, but I'm actually going to be more comfortable on my YouTube than Facebook, except for the snippets from what we do on YouTube that you'll be seeing on the Facebook. It is no longer worthy of my time, wasting my energy and dropping my own content on on Facebook anymore, because they can shut us down anytime. And that is why you that has the opportunity of joining me today should do your best to subscribe on the channel, and you won't miss anything. So I'm going to see you again when I see you. So until then, stay safe.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó